All right, welcome to the weekend video. This is Enda here from bullwaves.org. It's been a couple of weeks. I think we have some interesting times ahead of us. We seem to be on a turn, which is good to report, finally. But many of the markets are finally going the way I thought they would have gone. There's a couple of holdouts, but many have gone the way I thought they would go. So that's pretty awesome. It's probably not good for outlook in terms of economic activity, but for the moment, for right now, it's okay. Right, this is a view of the markets from an Elliott perspective. If you like that, stick around. I'm going to go through the gamut of what I report nightly on bullwaves.org. And if you like what I do, check out bullwaves.org. You can find me on Twitter as well. Apart from that, let's go. Okay. I never really put much effort into Twitter. I suppose you kind of do one or the other, don't you? Okay. Here we are. This is Eurodollar. We are finally turning back in favor of the dollar. We have had a run up to beat the band, and finally we have a turn down, which is impulsive in nature. We'll have to see whether this continues in the way that I think it should, but suffice to say that we have an impulsive decline. We had a top in place in wave 5. We had 5 waves up, so at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Impulsive decline. We had a break just yesterday below the previous wave 1 top. So we seem to have taken out well, at least we've hit a significant level in the previous rally. So that gives us a possibility that 3 waves up in wave B are done. That's what I've been looking for a while. But now we have an impulsive decline to go along with that. So the decline has been large enough to take out the previous 4th wave. So we have that wave 4 at 110 sliced through. We're holding below that now. We have a solid impulsive structure down. It's very impulsive in nature. It's got the it's got a defined internal structure, which is pretty good. And now we need a corrective lower high. So if we go to the hourly count here, this is what we've been following this week. We've got a 1-2 pattern off the top, an acceleration in wave 3, correction wave 4, final low in wave 5. We have a bounce. I'm not quite sure if wave 2 has started yet. I'm open to it, but we'll have to see whether the run-up continues today. The previous, I was marking this internal 4th wave high there, or sorry, low at 108.80 as a possible target for wave 5 to complete. We didn't quite get there. I suppose close enough for a country job. Now, next week, well, into next week, I suppose, we'll be looking for a correction in a second wave. We'll see how it goes. That previous 4th wave high, again, previous 4th wave low, not high, is going to act as probably a significant resistance here. So we'll probably oscillate around that level as we create wave A and B, and then, I don't think we'll go much higher. I would like to see wave 2 close out below 111, maybe even close out around 110. So the closer we are to that, and the more corrective the action is, the better that this count will seem at the time. So for now, we've got 5 waves down. We've got a turn in favor of the dollar finally. We look for a corrective lower high, and I think this one has legs to run quite the distance. If wave B is done here, we have at least a minimum target of about 104, maybe even down to around parity again as wave C completes. So looking at a large ABC pattern, so wave C down, possibly towards parity again, and that will be that's quite the turn down. Given all the bearishness against the dollar, this will coincide with a large turn lower in metals as well. So watch out for that. Okay, here's cable. Looking for again a wave C decline. So it's a very similar pattern. Wave 1 up, ABC pattern in wave 2. So wave C down in wave 2 is coming our way. That fifth wave top in wave B is probably even better formed in cable than in Eurodollar, but the decline is just as good on both. So we have a nice impulsive decline off after creating a throwover in 2 trend channels, and then following the previous highs up on that trend channel. I could probably connect that back three previous highs. Look at that. Wave A high, wave 1 high, wave 3 high, wave 5 high, all connecting on that trend line and topping out wave C of B. So wave C down is coming our way. That's the wave B top. We've got 5 waves down in wave 1, more than likely done, or very close to done, if not done already. And we're turning up in wave 2. So again, the idea for next week would be a corrective lower high in wave 2. Again, we've got that head and shoulders pattern. That wave 3 top about 132 would be, it would be lovely to see wave 2 close out below that and then turn down impulsively again. So 1-2 pattern. The long-awaited turn in favor of the dollar has finally appeared in the Atlantic pairs. Okay, so let's move on. There's dollar yen. ABC pattern in dollar yen. Go to the daily count here. Yep, the hourly count. The ABC pattern in the 4-hour count is, well, I suppose we've hit that minimum value for wave C, but I don't think this rally is done yet. I think there's another leg up. If we get 5 waves up, then we're probably only approaching the wave 3 of wave C right now, and we'll correct in wave 4 and then push higher again in wave 5. So I think wave B has more to do here. I've been looking definitely above 150. Well, we're close enough to that now, probably even close to 155 for wave C to top out. You can see the 50% retracement is about 151.80. So we've tagged the minimum target for an expanded flat correction. So this is wave A, wave B, and wave C. Minimum target for an expanded flat is in place, but I would expect a little bit more. You can see I'm only tracking the top of wave 3 of C right now, and then we'll correct in wave 4 and then head higher again in wave 5. So we shall see how it goes. There is an alternate count here on the hourly count as well, so I don't know if wave 4 is in place yet. The action is kind of sitting on a fence at the moment. We'll know more by the end of today. If we come back again to meet 147.30, that'll give a cue on the larger wave 4 here, and then we'll head higher in wave 5 next week. So that's the idea for that. How about a weekly chart, eh? There's always a good perspective, bringer of perspective is a weekly chart. I am tracking a B wave top here. I don't know which degree yet. Probably shifting in favor of that larger degree, or given the fact that we've come out above the previous 2022 high so much. But this is 3 waves up. We've got a tag of the upper trend channel line. We've got 3 waves up. The expanded flat correction. This is wave B of either wave A, so that's ABC in wave A, or it's wave B in black there of wave 4, and then wave C is yet to come. So if it's that alternate count, then it's going to be hard down for probably years to come, a couple of years. Long way down to go. The minimum target for that would be the previous 2020 lows, about 18,000. But I would say probably if this gets going, there's no stopping there on that one. Now, go to the daily count. You can see that the ABC pattern has filled a best fit, let's say, trend channel here. And all we've been doing is tagging and retreating, tagging and retreating, tagging, and we finally got a throwover. I suppose this is where everybody would say, "Oh, look at that! The market is running out to a new high again, breaking above the upper trend channel line. Not so fast, Sonny, because this is called a throwover. It's the end of a trend. So you can see how the market previously attempted that and then retreated, attempted, retreated, attempted, retreated. Even within wave 5 here, it attempted and retreated, and now we finally got that breakout in wave 5 of C of B. So that's the alternate count there, wave B. So wave 5 of 5 of, sorry, wave 5 of 5 of 5 of C of B. So we go to the 4-hour count. You can see this is an alternate count. It's a trumpet pattern for wave 5 in blue. You can see that's 3 waves up counted instead of a 5-wave pattern. I'll show you the 5-wave pattern on the hourly count. Here we have that 5-wave pattern, wave 3 top, wave 4 correction. We have wave 5 underway, breakout to new high today, this morning in the futures. So, well, actually the market's open now. So we've broken out to a new high in wave 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 of C of B. Not a very bullish position, but here we are. We've chugged sideways for a month or so, and then we're breaking to a new high again. So that correction, turned out to be true. 3 waves down, we worked in a channel. Didn't even meet the lower trend channel line before turning higher again. So we're working within the larger channel here, and again tracking a 5th wave top. So whenever the market turns, I'll be back with some news on this one. But suffice to say that the world and its mother has given up. No one's holding out for a bear market or a recession anymore. At your peril. Okay, this would be the reverse chart for the dollar index. So I have said in previous weeks, probably about a month ago, that gold is not your friend here. I maintain that idea because all we have done is we have mirrored the decline. This rally has just mirrored the decline of the dollar. It's done nothing else. There's no, there is no case to be made for, currency collapse or, how would you say, inflation hedge, or this is like, gold as the inflation hedge, or gold as the protection against currency collapse, or gold as this or that or the other. It's always the be all and end all at the end of a trend. I remember this in 2011. The exact same things were being said about gold. Gold is the protector against inflation, the protector against deflation, it's the protector. It's like it's some sort of spirit unto itself. It's this arbitrator of market justice some way. It's going to defend the weak, and it's going to protect and defend the weak, and it's going to punish the wicked. No, it ain't. It's just a market. It's just a price. It's just as delirious as anything else. And I would suggest that it would be in your interest to take note of the fact that gold is at an all-time high, while the stock market is at an all-time high, while the dollar has been trounced, while foreign currencies have rebounded against the dollar. I would just put that in your back pocket and keep it in your mind, because gold is just not, when it's part of the bull run, when it's part of the everything rally, it will mean that it will be part of the everything collapse. There is no two ways about it. Okay, so this one just will take time to turn. We have been tracking a wave A down, and we turned higher. I was looking for this wave B rally in the last few days. We seem to have. Maybe even we're done with wave B. Maybe this is wave B all in one. But at least looking for a larger fourth wave to complete in the next few weeks. Depending on how it goes, we have 3 waves down, probably in wave 8 done. Maybe wave B done already today. Who knows? If that's the case, then we have an internal ABC pattern here. It's quite the sharp reaction in wave B, and then we would turn lower again into wave C. So we have possible lower high building here in wave B, and then a turn down into wave C. So we'll see how it goes. This one, we'll just keep an eye on it. What the pattern is open for a new high in wave 5 of 3. I suppose I could view that in many different ways, but so far the decline looks corrective. But I think long term, as in, you know, over the completion of this year, I think we're going to see a major turn down in gold coming our way. And just like the pattern was suggesting in crude oil, that we were turning down in a big way in crude oil over the summer, and we did. Again, the pattern is suggesting that crude oil is turning. You can see that we have a fifth wave low to come in, and we're not there yet. So this could be a 1-2 pattern to begin wave 5 down. On the 4-hour chart, that's what I had been charting. If you go 2 weeks ago, you'll see that we were looking at this three waves up in wave 2, and looking for a turn down into wave 3. So the price ran up, broke the 62% retracement, and then immediately retreated. So we shall see how this works in the next few days. I am now looking for a lower high here. So 1-2 pattern. I don't know if wave 2 is done just yet. I mean, this could be just wave A of 2, and then we'll come down in wave B. We'll see how it goes. But at the moment, we do have a possible 1-2 pattern tracing out here. And then the idea would be for wave 3 down to accelerate lower once wave 2 is done. But you know, that's the question right now. You know, is wave 2 done? How big is this pattern going to be? Are we just going to, you know, bounce around at a lower high for the next week or so, which is very possible. I mean, we could trace out some sort of flat correction here in wave 2, come back up to meet 62% retracement again, and before heading down in wave 3. So far, all I can point to is that we have a lower high. Possibility of a wave 2. Would look for wave 3 next week. So we'll see if wave 3 comes in next week. But so far so good. 3 waves up, throw over to complete wave 2, and then a nice impulsive reversal off that top as well. So that has been the case. The S&P, I'll pretty much cover that in the Dow. You know, at your peril. You know, trust this market at your peril. Okay, silver. We came down pretty hard this week. You can see that on the hourly count. You can see I'm tracking a 1-2 in wave in blue, and then a 1-2 pattern in wave. In pink. So this will be wave 1 and 2 to begin wave 3. It's possible that we have wave 2 already done. It's pretty positive this morning. So, you know, we came back. We hit the 50% retracement this week. I was looking for one more low to complete wave C of 2, but maybe we're in already. So from here, it might be prudent to look for a 1-2 pattern off that wave 2 low. So an expanded flat correction possibly in place here in wave 2 pink, with the expectation that maybe we're about to run higher in a wave 3 of 3. So just watch out for that. And let's see what's happening in Bitcoin. We've had a substantial initial decline in during the summer in wave 1, then a 3-wave correction higher to a lower high in wave 2, and then so far we've had a series of impulsive declines. So this could be the beginning of something beautiful. That's the idea in the chart anyway. So far there's only 3 waves down done. This could be a series of 1-2s building to a larger decline. I would watch out for that. Apart from that, We do the NASDAQ. Again, we have a possible impulsive decline, lower high scenario here. It's getting close, but it got close before and retreated. So we'll see if the market retreats again. We still have that, wave one down into the August lows and then 3 waves up so far in a possible second wave. We shall see if this turns earlier. This could be let's say the canary in the coal mine for the larger stock markets. Okay, and I think that is that. Thanks for watching. If you do like what I do, head over to bullwise.org. Join the mailing list and join the website, and you can enjoy nightly Elliott wave updates on the website. And apart from that, I usually finish this weekly video with a presentation of the gospel. Everybody heard the word gospel. Nobody actually understands what it is. It's just a Greek word. It means good news. What's the good news? What's the good news of the Messiah, the Jewish Messiah, the one that was promised, God incarnate? The Psalms say, "You prepared a body for me." Read Isaiah 53 and you see the crucifixion foreshadowed and predicted. Read Psalm 22 where he says, I am a worm, I'm stricken among men. So actually the word for worm there is the word toilet, and not toilet, it's toilet. It means a scarlet worm, and a scarlet worm affixes itself to a post or a tree, and it turns bloody red, and it stains the tree with its crimson. It's called a crimson worm. It stains the tree with its crimson dye, and it dyes its children within it. It turns them red, and they survive on the flesh of their mother who affixed itself to the tree. So the scarlet worm was a picture of Messiah, how Messiah was going to be fixed to a tree and stain the blood on that tree, and the children of God would be covered in the blood and their sins would be paid for. And that is the good news. Just look up a picture, Google it, scarlet worm, you'll see it. I should do it right now, shouldn't I? I wonder will that come out. I'll probably ruin the video, but I think I'll do it. So the gospel is, believe that Jesus died on the cross for you, rose from the dead on the third day, paid for your sins, and accept the offer, the free gift of salvation. Believe in your heart and confess with your mouth, and you will be saved. And that's the good news. It's that simple. Jesus did say that my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So let's see what the scarlet worm is. You might be interested in that. I hope it actually comes up on the video now. Of course, my internet would stop working just when I try and do this, wouldn't it? So there's the scarlet worm fixing itself to a tree, just like the Messiah. These are the capsules. You wouldn't call them capsules, but how the worm climbs up a tree, affixes itself, and how it was a picture of the Messiah. I wonder, can I find the blood-stained tree? Of course, Google won't show me that right now, will it? Again, crimson worm fixed to the tree. That's a picture of the blood on the tree, but scarlet worm. I bet you can find a better picture of that. Anyway, that's the idea. Psalm 22. Am I a worm? And that's the Messiah fixing himself to a bloody tree to pay for sins. And until next week, be blessed. Be blessed in Jesus. And I'll see you on the website. Until then, bye-bye.